Hello, my friend. I'm Dr. Robert. I'm 60 years old, and I want to start today's conversation with a very simple question. How did you feel when you woke up this morning? Did you wake up feeling heavy, maybe with stiff shoulders, aching knees, or a body that just doesn't seem to bounce back the way it used to? I know that feeling, not just because I've heard it hundreds of times from my patients, but because I've felt it myself. Years ago, I used to believe that if I ate well, exercised regularly, and got enough sleep, everything would take care of itself. I thought sleep was just rest, and that real health building happened during the day. But I was wrong, completely wrong. You see, the human body doesn't just recover in silence. It works the hardest when we're asleep. During about 4 golden hours each night, millions of cells are quietly repairing, rebuilding, and strengthening our muscles, bones, and even our memory. But here's the hard truth. After the age of 50, 60, or 70, most of us lose that natural recovery power without realizing it. One of my patients, James, age 67, once said to me, "Doc, I still walk every morning. I eat salmon, greens, do all the right things. But somehow, I'm getting weaker. It's like my body forgot how to recover." And I looked at him and knew exactly what was happening. He wasn't doing anything wrong. His body simply didn't have the right tools to heal itself anymore. That's when I started calling my approach the nightly recovery protocol. You see, we spend our whole lives trying to stay healthy during the day, yet we forget that the real work happens at night. It's like building a house. Daytime is when you buy materials and plan the design, but only when the builders start working does the house actually take shape. Your body is the same. Daytime gives it the fuel. Nighttime is when the real rebuilding begins. But here's the surprising part. Most people are accidentally sabotaging that recovery process every single night. And no, I'm not talking about caffeine or screens. I'm talking about something much sneakier. The vitamins you take before bed. Sounds strange, doesn't it? The very supplements you believe are helping you could actually be blocking your body's natural repair cycle. I've seen this pattern hundreds of times over 3 decades of working with older adults. And on the flip side, when someone makes just one small change, switching the timing or type of vitamins they take, the transformation is remarkable. They sleep more deeply. They wake up with less soreness. And most importantly, they start to feel their strength return. I remember a patient named Margaret, 72 years old. She used to rely on a cane every morning because her legs felt weak. After I guided her to adjust her nightly supplement rhythm, just 4 specific vitamins, she called me 3 weeks later and said, "Doctor, this morning I walked into my garden and realized I left my cane inside." Her voice was trembling, not from exhaustion but from joy. And that moment reminded me, we don't always need more medicine or miracles. Sometimes we just need to understand how our body truly works and help it at the right time. Science shows that after age 50, our ability to synthesize protein naturally drops by as much as 30%. Hormones like testosterone and growth hormone, the very ones responsible for repair, also decline. But the good news is we can reignite that repair system simply by giving our body the right nutrients during its nightly work shift. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you 4 specific vitamins that I and thousands of my patients use to restore strength, energy, and deep, healing sleep. They're not magic pills. They're just smart tools that let your body do what it was designed to do, heal itself, night after night. Before we dive in, I want you to imagine something. Tonight, as you lie down to sleep, your body isn't just resting, it's going to work. Picture every muscle fiber, every blood vessel, every tiny nerve cell quietly rebuilding, recharging. That's not just sleep. That's nature's silent resurrection. Have you ever wondered why some people your age still seem full of life, while others feel drained? The answer isn't luck or genetics. It's that they've learned how to help their bodies recover, not just rest. And that, my friend, is the real key to longevity. Because the difference between resting and recovering is the difference between merely living and truly thriving. You can't turn back time, but you can help your body remember how it once worked, strong, vibrant, and alive. And that begins with your sleep tonight. The 7 vitamins of nightly recovery. 1. Magnesium glycinate, the foundation of rest. You know, most people think magnesium is just about cramps or digestion, but the truth is, it's so much more than that. It's the silent conductor of over 300 biochemical reactions inside your body. And when it comes to sleep, magnesium glycinate is the one that truly matters. I often tell my patients, you don't fall asleep because you're tired. You fall asleep because your body finally feels safe enough to relax. And magnesium is what gives your body that permission. Unlike other forms, magnesium glycinate bonds with glycine, an amino acid that helps cool the body's core temperature. That small drop in temperature signals your brain, it's time to rest. And while you drift into sleep, magnesium quietly soothes your nerves, releases muscle tension, and lowers cortisol, the stress hormone that keeps so many of us awake at night. I remember a patient named Ellen, 61. She told me, "Doc, I used to wake up at 3 a.m. every single night, staring at the ceiling. 3 weeks after switching to magnesium glycinate, she came back with a smile. I slept through the night for the first time in 10 years. That's not just better sleep, that's healing in progress. Because when your muscles relax, your blood flows better. When your nerves calm, your heart rhythm stabilizes. And when cortisol drops, your cells finally begin their nightly repair. That's why I always call magnesium glycinate the foundation, the first stone of rebuilding your body's recovery rhythm. 2. Vitamin D3 plus K2, MK7, the direction team. Imagine calcium as a shipment of building blocks. Vitamin D3 is the delivery truck. It brings calcium from your gut into the bloodstream. But vitamin K2, that's the construction manager. It decides exactly where those blocks go. Without K2, that calcium can end up in the wrong places, lining your arteries, stiffening your blood vessels, even contributing to heart issues. But when D3 and K2 work together, calcium goes where it's needed most, into your bones and muscles. I once treated a retired teacher named Harold, 68, who had been taking high-dose vitamin D for years. His blood tests showed great vitamin D levels, but his bones kept getting weaker. When we added K2, MK7, his bone density improved within 6 months. He told me, "Doc, I didn't realize one missing vitamin could make all the difference." That's the beauty of balance. D3 opens the door, K2 guides the flow. Together, they strengthen your frame, improve circulation, and keep your arteries flexible. So when you wake up each morning, you don't just stand taller. You feel lighter, more alive, as if your body finally knows where to rebuild. 3. Zinc picolinate, the repairman. If your body were a workshop, zinc would be the craftsman. It builds, fixes, and fine-tunes everything from hormones to tissue repair. But as we age, zinc absorption drops sharply, and that's when cracks start to show. We heal slower, lose muscle tone, and sometimes even feel our energy fading. That's why zinc picolinate is so special. It's one of the most absorbable forms of zinc, meaning your cells get exactly what they need. For men, it helps maintain testosterone levels. For women, it supports thyroid balance and immune repair. And for everyone, it fuels protein synthesis, the process that literally rebuilds your muscles while you sleep. I had a patient, Tom, 70, who told me he'd lost his strength handshake. He couldn't even open a jar anymore. We worked on diet, sleep, and added zinc picolinate at night. Within 2 months, he said, "Doc, I feel like I got my grip and my confidence back." That's zinc at work. Quiet, steady, precise. Not flashy, but essential. Because sometimes true recovery isn't about big changes. It's about giving your body the tools to repair what time has worn down. 4. Vitamin B6, P5P, the activator. Let me tell you something most people don't know. Not all vitamins work right out of the bottle. Many require activation inside your body, and vitamin B6 is one of them. The active form, P5P, pyridoxal 5-phosphate, is like turning on the ignition key. It helps your body produce neurotransmitters such as serotonin and GABA, your natural calming agents. Without them, sleep becomes shallow and restless. But P5P also fuels protein metabolism and red blood cell formation. It's one of the keys to keeping your muscles oxygenated through the night. When you take it before bed, it works hand in hand with magnesium and zinc, creating a network of calm, repair, and balance. I think of it as the spark that lights up the whole system. Without it, nothing moves smoothly. With it, your entire recovery team starts working in harmony. 5. Omega-3, DHA and EPA, the silent healer. Omega-3s are like oil for the human machine. They keep your cells soft, your brain sharp, and your heart steady. But here's the truth. Most Americans over 50 are severely deficient. I had a patient who once told me, "Doc, I feel foggy all the time." His diet was fine, his sleep okay. But after adding a pure omega-3 supplement rich in DHA and EPA, within weeks, he said, it's like someone wiped the glass clean. That's because omega-3s calm inflammation, the invisible fire that fuels aging. They also improve cell communication, meaning your body repairs faster and your mind feels clearer. Think of them as the quiet guardians of your nightly recovery, keeping your system smooth and balanced from the inside out. 6. CoQ10, the energy restorer. Every cell in your body has a tiny power plant called the mitochondrion, and its fuel is CoQ10. After age 50, our CoQ10 levels start to decline, especially if we take cholesterol-lowering drugs. CoQ10 doesn't just give you energy. It helps your heart, muscles, and brain recover overnight by powering cellular repair. I once told a patient, you don't need more caffeine. You need better energy at the cellular level. And that's exactly what CoQ10 does. When taken before sleep, it gives your body what it needs to refuel, not just rest. It's not a stimulant, it's a restorer. And when your cells are charged, your mornings begin with quiet strength, not exhaustion. 7. Vitamin C, the nighttime shield. Everyone knows vitamin C boosts immunity, but very few realize it also repairs tissues while you sleep. During deep sleep, your body uses vitamin C to rebuild collagen, the protein that holds your skin, joints, and blood vessels together. I often take a buffered form of vitamin C before bed, not for colds, but for healing. Because when your body repairs silently through the night, your skin glows brighter, your joints ache less, and your heart stays younger. It's the final layer of defense, the shield that protects everything your body rebuilds overnight. Recovery isn't about reversing age. It's about cooperating with time, helping your body do what it was born to do. Sleep is not the end of the day. It's the beginning of healing. There's something I've always told my patients, and I want to tell you today. Your body has never forgotten how to heal. It just needs your permission. We spend our whole lives trying to control everything. Our work, our health, our family, our future. But sometimes, the best thing we can do for ourselves is simply to let go a little and allow the body to do what it was born to do, recover. After 50, life slows down a bit. But strangely enough, that's when we finally start hearing the quiet messages our body has been sending all along. The soft creak in your knees as you get out of bed, the slight fatigue after gardening, or the deeper breath you take when you finally sit still. These aren't signs of weakness. They're reminders from time itself, your body whispering, "Please, take care of me a little more." I once had a patient named Margaret. She was 74, a lifelong teacher, always busy, always in control. For decades, she thought rest was a waste of time. But after she retired, she realized something. She had forgotten how to relax. Her body was always on alert, always needing to do something. One day she told me, "Robert, I don't even remember what deep sleep feels like." So we started small, a few changes to her evening routine, some vitamins at the right time, a gentle reminder to listen to her body again. 2 months later, she smiled and said, "Each morning I wake up feeling a little younger than the day before." It wasn't magic. It was her body finally being allowed to heal. And I believe you can feel that too. Because health isn't just about test results or lab numbers. It's about the quality of your mornings. When you open your eyes, do you feel a quiet spark of energy? Do you feel ready to live another day that matters? If not, it's not because you're getting old. It's because your body hasn't been given a fair chance to recover. Every night, within you, billions of cells go to work, repairing tissues, rebuilding muscle, balancing hormones, and clearing away the wear and tear of the day. All of it happens in silence. No lights, no noise, just the steady work of life itself. And you can help that process with the simplest things. A little magnesium glycinate before bed, some omega-3 each day, or even turning off the lights 15 minutes earlier. Science might call it cellular restoration, but I like to call it the art of peace. Because when your body rests, your mind finally softens. And when your mind is calm, your life energy, the one you thought you'd lost, quietly finds its way back. I don't hope for you to never get sick. I simply hope that each morning you feel just a little better than yesterday. That, to me, is a small victory of life. If you're still listening now, I believe a part of you wants to begin again, to listen, to care, to heal. And let me remind you, it is never too late. Your body is still here, still waiting for your attention, still remembers how to restore itself. It just needs time, nourishment, and trust. So tonight, when you lay your head down, don't just think you're going to sleep. Think of it as the working hours of healing. Each slow breath, each quiet heartbeat is your body's way of saying, I'm still alive, and I still know how to get stronger. If this message resonated with you, share it with someone you care about, a mother, a friend, or anyone who needs hope that the body can still recover. And if you'd like to walk this journey with me, hit subscribe and turn on the little bell. Not to follow the channel, but to remind yourself that each week we'll rediscover the natural strength of growing older, together. Turning 60 isn't the end of strength. It's the moment you learn to use it wisely. Wishing you a peaceful night and a morning full of life. I'm Dr. Robert, and this is Live Well Insights.